Hi everyone, my name is Rose, and today I am filming Project 10 Uses update. Lots of info in the description box, so I'll do that, and then, okay, so the first item is the Super Shadow in Down in New Orleans, and I got 10 uses. Today, I'm wearing it right here, and I really like this. Like, I feel like it can pull warm and it can pull cool, and sometimes it's pulling really warm here, and it pulled really warm the last time I used it. But I'm wearing more like cool tones, although this is like I would say these are neutral tones on my eyes right now, but it's from a cool tone palette, so yeah. But 10 uses on this, so this is moving out. Next is the peripera Twinkle Duo. What is this called? Sugar Twinkle Duo Eye Stick. I think this is in the shade 01 Nude. And this isn't, the stick part is still in this project. I think I got more uses on it. I can't remember exactly where I was last time. I think I was only at like 5, so I think I got like 2 extra uses on this, but I'm up to 7. I'm up to 7 uses, so I only need 3 more. I kind of haven't been using this as of late, but like maybe I'll get it by next update, but we'll see. We'll see what happens by next update. So yeah. Next is for the McQueen New York. I almost keep, whenever I say McQueen New York, I almost want to put Lightning McQueen, like in the Cars movie. I'm like, why does my brain just say that? But yeah, McQueen New York eye pencil. I've actually used this over 10 times. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing different eye pencil. I'm wearing 2 eye pencils today. One in my waterline and one on my outer third of my lash line. Neither of which are this, but I really like this. It's like, it was kind of disappointing when I first got it because I thought it was going to be like purpley, and it's like less purpley than I thought, but it's like I would consider it like a brown, a cooler tone brown that has a little bit of purple in it, but not enough to really call it a purple a lot of the time, but it's really pretty and I like it. So yeah, I'm glad I figured out that I really liked it. So yeah. Next is the lip product. This is peripera Ink Velvet in the shade 18, which is, what is that one called? Star Plum Pink. Today I'm wearing it. I now have 4 uses on it. I haven't really been wearing this all that much. I've kind of been more focusing on the lip pencil in my what project is that? Zodiac Panel project. So I've kind of been focusing more on that lately. But I really like this. Like, I feel like I can put a little bit on and it kind of gives my lips like just this fresh pop of color that I feel like really brings them alive and brightens them a little bit. I mean, I only put a little bit and like sheared it out, but yeah, I really like this, and I feel like I just use a little bit and it's really impactful with the little bit, and it's just really bright and nice. And yeah, if I want some like a little bit of a brighter pink, I can go for this one. And that one probably won't get rolled out next update unless if something happens, but I'm probably going to keep focusing on the pencil in my Zodiac Panel project until either that project's over or like it's done. So yeah. And then this is also rolling out. The palette. This is Stone Cold Fox. When I got up to like, I think I rolled it in that last update, yeah. When I got 5 uses, I was kind of feeling like, oh, this is a very pink palette. I had only done like pink looks up until like the halfway mark, because it is mostly pinks. And then the last half, I have really kind of like fallen in love with this. Like, today I'm wearing 3 shades from this palette, which I'm wearing Quarry Days, and then I'm wearing Fickle Fate. I did Quarry Days like all over my lid and on the lower lash line, and then Fickle Fate on the outer third, blended into that, and then I Dig It on the inner corner. I blended it a little bit on the lid, but yeah, and then I have a little bit of brown pencil liner on the outer third of my lash line. But yeah, that's my look. I think it looks really nice. I kind of wish I had like another 5 uses just to play around, because I was trying to use every single shade in this palette, which means I like kind of like prioritize some things over others, and I'm like, I kind of want to do a lot more matte looks. Like, even though I have an inner corner highlight and I blend down the lid, I consider this like a matte look. If I don't have like a shimmer over like at least half the lid, I consider it kind of like a matte look. So yeah, but I have decided I'm gonna rearrange this. At first I was gonna like number them on, like take them all out, number them, and then put the, but I think I don't want to do that. It's my own makeup, and if I switch it around, I don't really need to be able to, even if I do make videos, it's just that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna rearrange it. So, but I have decided, like, I think what I said was I'm getting rid of Luxe and Rock Bottom, and then Guinness Guy was a maybe, and I was trying to figure out Trip or Enigma to get rid of, but I'm getting rid of both of those and all the other ones I said, because Trip, like, Stranger is also really light, and like Stranger is like Trip and Enigma are so light that I don't think, like, Trip is lighter than my skin tone. I can use it as like a brightening shade that's still like a skin tone color, and then Enigma is like, I wouldn't call it darker than my skin tone, but it's like peachy, which is like not. And then Stranger barely shows up. Like, I could put Stranger all over the lid and it's like a barely. So yeah, so Stranger is the bottom one, this is Trip, and then this is the other one, which, as you can see, is just a little bit, it's like the same lightness as my skin tone, but it's a little wrong color. So yeah, so these two I'm getting rid of, and then this one does stay, even though I don't know how much I would use it, but yeah. And then Guinness Guy I'm getting rid of because it's like, there's like this formula they put in here. Like, I think only Guinness Guy and like Caving In kind of has that formula a little bit, but Caving In is way better. I think Mystery might have a little bit of it, but I'll like swatch these two. But like, here's Guinness Guy, and like, it kind of just dusts away and it looks super chunky. You can see it's like not adhering to my skin, and it looks kind of like the eyeshadow is just clumping up. Well, this one is a lot smoother, but it still has like some weird, like, as like it's almost like a satin with some silver pinpoints in it. I don't know if I like that. Like, I like to add toppers to my looks, but I kind of don't want like a shadow with a topper already built in kind of thing. So I feel like it just makes it, this sparkly thing just kind of makes it look dull. I would rather have it just be like the shimmer on the bottom without the silver pinpoints, because then I could use it in a softer look, or I could add like a topper on top to yeah, but this is just, this just dusts away, and it looks very orangey pink on me. And I just wouldn't really use it even in this palette because it's too warm for my tastes to really use in this palette. But yeah, so I'm getting rid of those. So Guinness Guy, Luxe, Rock Bottom, Enigma, and Trip. And I'm gonna rearrange this. I don't know exactly what I do for sure. I am filming this a little bit early, so I might be able to rearrange it, take a photo, and show you guys before I post this. Insert it in there. But yeah, so right now I think I'm gonna be taking the pinks and moving them over here next to these pinks, so the pinks are all on one side. Now I'm gonna move these warmer shades to this side, and then I might rearrange a couple things. And also I need to figure out how the shades I'm taking out, I'm replacing them with the 5 shades I still have left from my Blowing Smoke ColourPop palette, which are the 2 blue tone grays and the 2 purple tone grays and the really light gray, like true gray, no other tones. This I thought was dubby blue toned. It's not. It's purple. It's a purple gray. And it also is kind of hard pressed. It doesn't pick up very well. But yeah. See, it's purpley. Less blue, more purple. Looks kind of lavendery on my hand versus blue. But yeah, excited that I got to play with that, even though I want to play with it more. Kind of want to do a whole bunch of matte looks with it. But I'm telling myself, it can roll out now. I can rearrange it, and then maybe in a couple months I can put in a different project and I can play with it all over again. It will be like almost a new palette, although it won't be. But yeah, so that's the plan for that. So, and then last but certainly not least is the other Super Shock that's in this project, which is the Super Shock shaded I'm Wishing, and I have 3 uses. I was kind of unsure about this at the beginning, and I've decided to declutter this. I'm gonna give it to my sister. So this is like a white with like as white and pink shimmer in it. I feel like this, you can't really see the pink shimmer all the time. Like I feel like when I put it on my eyes, you just see the white, and it kind of gives this like this. And this is kind of similar, although this I would say is like fairy lights, and this is like dull fairy lights that are kind of dying. So like, if I had these two, I would pick this probably 8 or 9 times out of 10. This, I did do a look where I really liked this, but I was like, I would probably still really like it with this. And most of the time I would probably wear this with like pinks, and the pink would just get lost. So it's like, yeah, so I'm getting rid of this. I'm giving it to my sister. And so yeah, so this, the other Super Shock is moving out. These 2 Super Shocks are moving out. And then the eyeshadow palette and the pencil. So 3 things are moving out. So 3 more things are moving in. So I'll talk about, I'm moving in one Super Shock, because I only have what, five that I haven't put in this project, and I'm hoping to get more Super Shocks before I move in April, but I don't know yet. So I'm just taking it a little slow with the Super Shocks. So like, Super Shock I'm adding in is, what's this one called? Arabian Nights. I feel like it will go good with the palettes I'm bringing 2 palettes, because I want to use both of them. I had a plan to bring one of them in, and then the other one came into my life unexpectedly, and I want to use it. So yeah, I felt like this would go really well with the Midnight palette, Beauty Bay Midnight palette. So that's why I'm gonna add this one in. It looks really pretty. I'm excited to play with this. It's a little greeny, but I think it will go good with the Midnight palette. And then the other the pencil I'm adding in. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things moved out. So 4 things are moved. I miscounted. So the 2 Super Shocks, the eye pencil, and the palette. 4 things I miscounted. Is this pencil to replace the other pencil. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. This is from the Avatar Last Airbender collection. I think this will go good with the Midnight palette. And this is in the shade Making Waves. Which is like a blue. It's a blue. Go with the Midnight palette. And I've kind of been reaching for this a couple times lately. So I'm like, yeah. I think it will be what I wanted to put in here. So, yeah. And then the 2 palettes. Let's get to them before this video is like over 20 minutes long. So first off, I'm going to add in the Midnight palette, which I had planned to add in because usually December, January is when I want to wear blues and purples. So, yeah. So this is what it looks like. I think I've used it only once or twice. I haven't really used it all that much. I'm excited to play around with this, but this will probably not get my main focus right away because the other palette that came into my life unexpectedly, I'm just so inspired right now to use it. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm adding 2 palettes, and even though I really shouldn't, I should focus on the eyeshadows in my Zodiac Pen project. But yeah, other palette came into my life unexpectedly. It's not a new palette. It's a year old. And I got it from like a friend of a friend. And they were just like getting rid of it. And so like I'm like, I'll take it. And it's a Morphe palette. It's Morphe and Disney. This is the Morphe and Mickey and Friends Truth Be Bold palette. And yeah. It does already have a pan in here. I haven't used it yet. I have cleaned it and I sanitized it because I just sprayed some alcohol because you never know how other people use their makeup. So I always, like, if I get something from someone else, I always wipe it down with a disinfecting wipe, and then I sanitize it by spraying some rubbing alcohol over it, like just and letting that dry. So yeah, this is what it looks like. There's a pan in this shade, but a lot of the shades look barely even touched too. Like, and I'm so excited. Like, I really am excited for this purple. Like, these 3 bottom rows are where what's calling my name, and the shade, even though I just did a cool tone palette, like, this shade is a shade I could wear all the time. Like, I'm just, like, in love with it. So, yeah. So, this is the palette. 35 shades. Probably won't get to all of them. But, yeah. There's more mattes in here than shimmers. There's not a lot of shimmers. And some of the shimmers, like, are kind of hard pressed a little bit, but I am so excited. I already have so many looks in mind to do with this palette, and I haven't even done any of them yet. So I probably will go and use this before I use the Midnight one. But like, I'm so excited to play with this, and it's so pretty. And I'm like, I would have never bought this or picked this out, but like, I'm loving this color story right now, and I'm just like, oh, I haven't checked out Morphe in a long time. Have I ever bought anything from Morphe? I know I've had some palettes from Morphe, but I think they were from my sister. I don't know if I've ever bought anything from Morphe by myself. I've bought stuff from the Morphe store though. I buy Nabla. I've bought Suba from the Morphe store. I've bought things from the Morphe brick and mortar store because it's like right next to Sephora in the mall. That's like near my house. So like, yeah. But thank you so much for watching this video. And I don't know what else to say, so bye.